situation to today.
Ball pushed out dangerously.
Oh, it was a near post ball to die for.
It's in towards Giroud.
Shot is on here, Arfield. Drops in for Bamford.
First to have a go.
Swansea had the chance to take a giant stride towards safety at relegated Sunderland, who did their opponents a huge favour last weekend by beating Hull. Steve Wilson was at the Stadium of Light.
Jermaine Defoe will leave behind many friendships when he inevitably leaves this club in the summer, but none more cherished than that with Bradley Lowry. Larsson for Honeyman is Sunderland's only change as 10 years of Premier League football at the Stadium of Light comes to an end. Fernando Llorente's 13 goals have been crucial for Swansea, none more important than last week's winner against Everton, which put their fate back in their own hands. A win today would keep them in control of their own destiny and crank up the pressure on Hull City and Crystal Palace tomorrow. So the referee is Andre Mariner, and Swansea City all in white against a Sunderland side in red and white stripes who are championship bound. Norton round the corner into the feet of Fernando Llorente. Norton was then fouled by Anichebe. So Llorente, Ayew, Mawson, Fernandez, Carroll and Key are forward. Gylfi Sigurdsson on this free kick for Swansea. And it goes from Sigurdsson towards Llorente, it's in! Swansea in front after just 8 minutes. Fernando Llorente soaks up the celebrations. Yet another assist for Gylfi Sigurdsson. Pickford came and didn't get there. And Fernando Llorente heads Swansea in front. Not sure Pickford really needed to come for it. The net was empty as a result, and Llorente found it. Sunderland 0, Swansea 1. Perfect start. Jones. Cut out by Britton. That's hit his own man and then hit the corner flag, and then finally gone behind for a Sunderland corner off the unlucky Tom Carroll. Rather wry smile from the owner, Ellis Short. Larsson with his corner for Sunderland. Lofted towards Jones, who got the downward header. It might just fall for Defoe, but you can't take your eyes off it with Jermaine Defoe around. Took a blocking smother of a save from Fabianski. I think he's just about awake. Here's Carroll. Jordan Ayew. Good feed by Ayew. Carroll, no kind of angle really. It's Olsen. With a deflection on the cross. Gibson with the clearing header. Olsen did well. Carroll to Britton. Being chased by Ndong. Ki Sung-young. Norton's made a forward run. Beautifully found too. Norton is onside. And it's 2-0. It's a tremendous finish. Huge celebrations from the Swansea fans on high. And the Swansea bench. They lead by 2. It's a really well-worked goal. And it's a thumping finish by Kyle Norton. His first ever goal for Swansea City. Great finish. Sunderland 0, Swansea 2, lashing it beyond Pickford into the top corner of the Sunderland net. Manquillo. Larsson. Defoe caught by Fernandez. That'll be a free kick. Well, whilst he's on the pitch, Jermaine Defoe, there's always a chance that Sunderland will get something. They've got this free kick for the foul by Fernandez. It's an opportunity for Sebastian Larsson. Swansea anxiety, even at 2-0. Larsson deflects off the wall. They're claiming handball, Sunderland. Strong appeals. Let's have a look. Larsson hits it. Oh, it's certainly moved his arms in the direction of the ball, or moved his body out of the way, left his arms there, and it's hit his left hand. They may well have a case there. It's going to be a huge rebuilding job next season as David Moyes takes over as a manager outside of the top flight for the first time since 2002, when he was the Preston boss. May well find that getting up is no easier than staying up. Here's Jones. Barini over Leroy Fer. That's going to be a free kick. Well, it looked like Barini might have fouled Jordan Ayew before Leroy Fer got anywhere near him, but the decision has gone Sunderland's way. Can only say that if Swansea don't win this game from here, with just the last quarter of it to play, it would be supremely careless. Khazri looks the keenest, though Defoe is there as well. It is Khazri, all pushed out dangerously. Oh. Well, he did score last week, Billy Jones, but this might have come to the wrong man. Fabianski pushing it right back into the danger area, and Jones could not hit the target. Face planted in the turf as the chance was wasted, and what a chance. Gibson. Barini. Play on, says the referee. It's come to Khazri, who drives, and Defoe deflected for a corner. It's a good run by the Italian. Norton stuck his leg out, but Andre Mariner said play on, and Sunderland nearly took advantage. The last ticket stub from their season tickets has been used, and many of them look pretty thankful for that. Andre Mariner blows his whistle. Swansea aren't quite safe yet, but they may be tomorrow. And even if they're not, they have West Bromwich Albion at home on the final day of the season with the fate in their own hands. Sunderland depart to the Championship with boos ringing in their ears. It has finished Sunderland 0, Swansea City 2.
Can you just sum up in one sentence for me what Paul Clement has done? Because he came to Swansea at a really difficult time.
He just come in and give us a lot of confidence and got the lads believing in themselves a little bit again. And we just worked a lot on shape and how to press correctly and stuff. And it's shown since he's come in, we've picked up some good results.
We'd started quite well. We had one or two half opportunities. And the goalkeeper's been fantastic for us all year, Jordan, and he made a mistake at Southampton right at the start of the season, and since then he's not made one all year, and he knows he shouldn't have come and get involved in a free kick from so deep. And ultimately I think the first goal meant that Swansea could keep the ball when they had it, and we found it hard chasing it for a spell.
It's a huge result for us. We've got ourselves in a brilliant position. We don't think it's done. What we think is that we did a really good job here today. You know, we have to now look ahead to next week. There's still one game to go. Obviously, Hull play tomorrow away at Crystal Palace. We'll be looking at that with a lot of interest. But the focus has to be on, a good result now against West Brom to finish the season off strongly.
Yes, huge game at Selhurst Park tomorrow for both Hull and Crystal Palace as well. But Swansea have done what they had to do, haven't they, Ian? You know, they've found a bit of form at the right time, as has their striker, Fernando Llorente.
Yeah, and I know a couple of weeks ago he took a bit of criticism after the Watford game. I don't think him or his teammates took too kindly to it, but I thought at the time it was justified, especially when you see what he is capable of. I thought today, as their main man, you see he's had 42 touches, and I picked out a few. But he was, as their focal point, like I mentioned, absolutely brilliant for him today. I know we're playing against Sunderland, but like his hold-up play, Kone and John O'Shea, they couldn't get nowhere near him. His quality, his skill, keeping the ball and linking the play, very, very good. Awareness. When this one, he's, again, just made space for himself, just turned it inside. Just nice. He was doing this all day. He was fantastic. This is the goal. 7 headers this season he scored. No one scored more headers than him this season, and you'd have thought he would have been tighter. Kone's nowhere near him. O'Shea gets himself all over the place. See David Moyes blaming the keeper, but how can you blame the keeper with them two playing in front of them two all season? Them two playing in front of him, I should say. And again, here he is, running out wide, just keeping the ball, linking the play. And it kept Swansea playing, kept them getting on the ball. Same with Liam Britton. Liam Britton's always there to get something, just flicking it off and gone again. He was brilliant for him today. Absolutely pinned him here, just headed it on. You know, he was fantastic, and that's why I think that I say that the criticism was justified last week, because that is what he's capable of, and when he's playing like that, it's very, very hard to deal with.
That was Sunderland's last home game in the Premier League, and judging by that performance, it might be a while before they get back. They need to improve considerably.
Well, David Moyes and Ellis Short have been criticised, and deservedly so, this season, but I tell you what, the players should be criticised, because in that first 45 minutes today they were absolutely disgraceful. There was a complete lack of effort. It's the last home game of the season. They've been relegated. You would think, OK, let's give our fans something to shout about. There was a lack of effort. It was lazy. There was nothing in the performance at all. Look, there's no pressure on the ball. How easy is that for Swansea? It's just far too easy. And Dong goes on his own. He goes once, twice, 3 times, and he eventually looks around and he thinks, any danger of someone helping me here, coming to support me? And Dong again, walking back, decides now to jog back. Lo and behold, yeah, you're offside. I mean, that's just a lack of effort, Gary. O'Shea had a terrible game. He plays the ball to Manquillo. Just look at this here. I'm sorry, but that is just pathetic. Moaning at the referee, loses a tackle, nothing to get back at all, and this is the goal. And Dong again should do better to stop him. Khazri on the right-hand side, lazy, lets him run, and Manquillo has got to do better, got to stop the ball. It was pathetic. I'm surprised the fans lasted so long. They left the game. They should be asking for their money back today, because it was that bad. And that team needs major surgery in that championship, because there's no way that team there will get back up into the Premier League.
Yeah. Apart from that, they weren't bad. But the battle for Champions League football next season continues. Manchester City were 4th going into their game against Leicester. John Motson was at the Etihad.
It was a humbling 4-2 defeat at Leicester in December that provoked Pep Guardiola to rethink his early Manchester City. In today's starting team, Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva were in the 11 at the King Power.